Ladies and gentlemen, it is bulking season for the New Balance 996. The previous version was so well loved for its very flexible, lightweight, natural feel, and this one keeps those elements of that DNA, but also gets substantially kind of more shoe. Now, the biggest change I noticed right away was the new shape. The shoe has gotten significantly wider. I would actually say if you have a narrow to normal narrow width foot, you should consider going down a width size, but it's really roomy in the toe box, roomy in the midfoot, and then it has a round kind of wide heel area, so there's no awkward pressure points whatsoever, and it's definitely a roomy fit. And because it is so much wider, you're actually sitting on a bigger platform, which really helps it be more stable. Stability wasn't really the goal of the previous 996. Again, it was more that natural kind of flexible feel, and I think it suffered just a little bit too much in that category, but it's gotten significantly better. The plastic, again, was quite flexible in the previous version. Here it's a lot harder and it goes farther up the ankle, so you just feel more locked in. Also, the upper kind of follows the same idea. It's gotten significantly tighter of a weave than it was on the previous version, so there's way less play for your foot in there. It just feels more like a tennis shoe should. When a shoe fits into that natural flexible category, its main goal is to be really kind of quick and efficient at moving. When I said bulked up earlier, the shoe didn't actually get that much heavier. It weighs 371 grams in a size 9 US, which is right around what it was previously. But because you're more stable and you're more locked into the shoe, it just has a much more kind of one-to-one feel and a quicker response, which lends it to being faster. The lacing system has also gotten quite a bit better. It's a little bit wider and deeper, so you can personalize the fit, cinch your foot into the shoe a little bit more. The shoe hasn't changed much in the outsole. It's still a very flat base with barely any heel to toe drop, so you're not going to get that on your toes feel. But when it comes to really feeling the court, being as grounded as you can possibly be, which is what those natural shoes are going for, it's about as good as it gets. Now, there is one area where I really wish New Balance would start focusing a little bit more attention. Sliding is a super important part of tennis nowadays. Everybody's doing it, and most shoe companies have a shoe that's at least pretty good at sliding. New Balance doesn't. The rubber is super grippy. It's that soft kind of almost see-through material, translucent, I guess you could say. So I had a feeling it wasn't going to slide great, and I really didn't enjoy my sliding experience. It was just a little too inconsistent for me. Now, what made the 996 V4 so popular was the fact that it was probably the most comfortable shoe on the market. And I'm talking about all this stiffness, kind of structure, stability, so you might be a little bit worried that it's lost that. I can assure you it hasn't. Durability-wise, it's actually gotten quite a bit better. New Balance is quite strategic about where they're putting the rubber elements, but they've bulked it up right in the highest wear zone on the shoe, so I wouldn't worry about going through that anytime soon. And then it's kind of like littered throughout the upper without being cumbersome or affecting the flex at all. Also, this mesh is super structured. You'll feel it when you hold it in your hand, but it's not kind of that cheating softness that will kind of give after 10 hours of play where you feel like there's barely any shoe on your foot anymore. It stayed really rigid throughout the whole play test, so in terms of performance, it won't kind of give after a bit like some really natural shoes will. If you'd like to try on a pair, come visit us in store or check us out at racketsandrunners.ca.